There is one Roblox game that has truly baffled me in terms of realism, and it's a game called No Man's Land. It's a game set in World War I, and it's one of few games which does it with realism like this. The game is being developed by Fragile Entertainment, and the game is set to be released sometime this year between now and October. There will be a roleplay beta before the game is fully finished due to its development being easier, and now this game has actually been under development for quite a while now, and I need to tell you, I have never seen something similar to this on Roblox before.
Aaron, let's team up for now.
Alright, let's figure out where his ass is. We're like those two snipers in that one movie. Not snipers, those like two like
1917.
Those like, yeah, 1917, bro.
This game reminds me of that one movie called All Quiet on the Western Front that dropped back in 2022, and generally it might have the best atmosphere as well as fascinating landscapes than any other World War I based game on the platform. Sometimes I'm too early when it comes to calling games the best, but this game certainly looks amazing. Guns seem to be all custom made and they look very accurate as well. The terrain and environment is made with perfection. It truly shares the feeling of sitting in a trench whilst enemies push forward. I do have a few questions regarding the game that I haven't got an answer yet though. The biggest thing being, how will the game operate? Will there be vehicles, logistics, artillery and everything else that was part of the war, or will it be solely you just sitting in a trench fighting an enemy 100 meters away? I'm quite interested in seeing what the developers will be able to provide, since this game looks super interesting. I myself do like history quite a lot, and I know for certain lots of other people do too, and seeing a World War I based game which will include RP that looks this realistic honestly made my day. It's crazy how I haven't heard of this game before, as it literally fills a void on the Roblox platform that I didn't know existed. I wonder what the in-game effects etc will look like, since we haven't really gotten to see too much footage of it yet, but I'm guessing it will be quite good based on what I've seen so far. Now, if you're interested in checking this game out yourself, then join out their Discord server, and sooner or later, I think this game will go public. Now, all this footage you're seeing right now is both animated as well as actual gameplay. You also get to see some of the development footage as well, because this is pretty awesome. I've never seen something like this before. It looks more like Battlefield 1 than a normal like Roblox game, so that's pretty amazing. And yet, this game is quite new, so I can't promise that it's gonna become one of the greatest games on Roblox, because you never know. You know how many times I've said that and I've been absolutely wrong? Well, I can't even count. But either way, it's worth sharing because it certainly looks quite good, and therefore I'm gonna guess that it's super realistic and definitely has some kind of special feeling to it that no other game can fill in the void of Roblox. The platform. It might potentially be one of the greatest RP war games on the platform. Who knows? Because this game does actually enforce RP. That was something I didn't think when I first had a look at the game. It felt like one of those FPS games that you just run up and kill enemies. But there's actual RP in the game that will be a thing, because that makes the development build a lot easier for the developers, because RP game doesn't require as many scripts. And I'm not sure how that will look, you know, with guns and stuff. Sometimes when games add strict RP, can't even shoot the enemy, but I'm hoping you're able to actually shoot the enemy, because else the entire point of the game will kind of be destroyed. But yes, the game certainly looks quite amazing, and I am sure you will have a fun time playing it once it drops, and it's most likely gonna drop somewhat closer to the end of the year, because that's usually when games go out public, since it has to do with revenue and stuff like that. More people are on the devices in the later part of the year. That's actually facts right there, and therefore it makes it easier for developers to, you know, gain revenue and stuff. But hopefully in the meantime they actually end up finishing the game, making it like really good and not speeding it through like I have done before. Some of my games that I've dropped have gone totally miserable because of them not really being finished before releasing them. Therefore, I highly recommend, please make the game as good as possible before you release it, instead of releasing it, then having everyone give feedback and then fixing all the problems after. You're gonna lose half your fan base in 2 minutes, and I highly recommend you just do it before. Now, No Man's Land feels like one of those games that's gonna be very good, and I am very excited about playing this myself. I really got my hypes up now, because this is certainly looking like one of the better games I've seen so far, and I really hope it's gonna be too.